Let's not let Franklin become any town USA. We are unique. People are seeing that.
Black people have a lot of history. They put in a lot here.
I can remember when I was growing up, the stores on Main Street, they're still there today. Those 2 blocks on Main Street and in the square, we've got to keep them just like they are.
We believe our children and our youth deserve nothing less than the best that we can offer.
Well, I hope someone will carry on. Anyway, my time's about up, and I have a little nostalgia.
I feel very fortunate that I can sit here at this very moment and see the beauty of this terrain around us, and it's not covered with houses or apartments and subdivisions. I see that, and then if I turn to my left and look across the highway, I see a different story altogether. That's necessary, I understand, because people have to have somewhere to live, but I hope that we can keep it under control and not let it be covered with commercial houses and that sort of thing. I don't think there's enough money in the whole world for me to want to give this up, what I see around me right now. And I hope that it stays this way forever.
I really get upset sometimes because our children are just floundering around, and they don't seem to have anybody who's really, care for them enough. Now, we've got these organizations that take in a few of the children. So I've tried my best to get the young people to know that they are a part of this community, and they need to contribute instead of hands out, gimme. It doesn't work like that. You've got to do that. So I think we need to train our young folk. It's all testing and all. No fun things at all in school now. So that's too bad.
I was born and raised out at Hillsboro. Today it's called Leaper's Fork, above our country store. My mother ran the store in the daytime. My father in the daytime ran a sawmill. My father had a 3rd grade education. My mother had a 6th grade education. And they wanted me to be the first Layhew to ever go to college, and I hated every day of school. But even though they died at an early age, I was a teenager, I kept their wishes. I was a page in the United States Senate in 1956. I got to know 5 presidents while I was up there, 3 of them on a personal daily basis before they became president: Kennedy, Johnson, and Nixon.
When I first began as General Sessions Judge, I was also my own magistrate for writing warrants, and then finding probable cause, and then sentencing the folks. It was a sort of strange arrangement. But in these counties, in the first place, General Sessions judges didn't have to be attorneys. And so many of our counties in the state of Tennessee had non-lawyer judges. It became pretty much a sort of funny. From time to time, there'd be folks who were in the used car business or all kinds of different vocations, but they would also be the General Sessions judge.
Franklin is an old South town. It's moving away from it, but it's something that I appreciate. My generation appreciated. And I went to school here and went to Battleground. Walked from right over here up to Battleground and back, and it was a nice way to start your life.
Oh,